Hey guys, today I'm going to be reviewing the BenQ EX3501R. This is a 35-inch curved monitor with a VA panel, and it could be found on sale for $665. It has a resolution of 3440x1440, an aspect ratio of 21:9. It has a refresh rate of 60 Hz, which can be overclocked to 100 Hz, 4 milliseconds response time with the AMD Freesync technology, which helps eliminate screen tearing for faster and smoother gameplay. And it also has the HDR technology, which I'll talk about here in just a bit. Also guys, I do want to mention that this monitor does not have any built-in speakers. So BenQ reached out to me and asked if I was interested in reviewing this monitor. So I'm going to share my thoughts and opinion, and hopefully that points you guys in the right direction. This BenQ Ultrawide is definitely very impressive and has some areas where it really stands out. But is it worth $665, and should you buy it? Or should you invest your money into something else? Let's find out. In the box, it comes with the power supply, an HDMI cable, DisplayPort, USB-C, the backplate attachment, and the disc and manual. As far as the design, around the screen of the monitor, it has an all-black finish with the BenQ logo right in the middle. On the bottom stand, you have the V-shaped legs, which have a really nice silver metal finish. The monitor's V-shaped legs are about 1 feet long each, so it doesn't take up too much space on your desk. On the back of the monitor, it continues to have a nice silver finish with a little hint of black on the bottom part. Around the screen of the monitor, it has a really nice ultra slim bezel, which gives it a really nice slim design, and it just from a distance looks really cool and unique. As far as the flexibility, the only thing you can do is adjust the height and tilt the screen, so you can't turn it side to side or put it in portrait mode. As far as how wobbly the monitor is on your desk, I would say it's not that wobbly unless you really shake your desk hard. For the menu bar, you have the power button and 6 little buttons next to it. Now the first little button changes the input, and for the next 5 buttons next to it, whenever you press one, it shows you 5 different options to choose from, and from there you can navigate through the menu. As far as the inputs on the back, you have a headphone jack, 2 HDMIs, DisplayPort, 2 USBs, and lastly you have the USB-C connectivity, which is definitely very impressive. For backlight bleeding, it doesn't really have any, and this is because it's more of a concern for IPS panels, but for TN and VA panels, it's not really an issue. Now one cool thing about this monitor is the BenQ EyeCare technology. The one I'm going to cover is the brightness intelligent technology because it's the most impressive. So the way the brightness intelligent technology works is that there's a little sensor right below the BenQ logo, and what it does is detects your environment and how much light you have on, and the monitor will automatically adjust the brightness and color temperature to prevent any eye strain or eye fatigue and protecting your overall eye health. So here's an example of a 27-inch monitor next to the BenQ 35-inch curved screen. With the larger screen, not only is it going to cover more space in gaming, but it also creates such an immersive gaming experience. It makes it really fun and enjoyable whenever you're gaming, in my opinion. When it comes to the image quality, there are typically 2 things to consider whenever you look at a monitor: the resolution and the VA panel. With the resolution of this monitor being 3440x1440 and it's a 35-inch curved screen, that is a really nice resolution and a perfect fit because everything looks really sharp and detailed. The second thing to consider is the VA panel. There are 3 different panels whenever it comes to a monitor: TN versus VA versus IPS. TN panels typically don't have the best color accuracy or color reproduction, and then whenever you view it from different angles, the colors can look a little washed out and the overall screen can produce a little yellowish tint. Now VA panel is a really nice step up and improvement, and you're going to get a little better color accuracy and color reproduction, and whenever you view it from different angles, it's not going to look too washed out as far as the colors. And one thing that's really impressive about VA panels is that it has deeper blacks and also a higher contrast ratio. So in that regards, the VA panel is definitely a really nice step up compared to a TN panel. And then lastly, you have the IPS panel, which basically has the absolute best color accuracy and color reproduction, and colors stay consistent no matter what angle you look at it. Now, when it comes to everyday use, how does this all come into play, or which one is right for you? In my opinion, if you're going to be gaming and cruising the web or watching movies or just using it casually while gaming, then a VA panel is going to be more than enough and you're going to be really satisfied, and it's definitely very impressive. The only time I would consider someone to look at an IPS panel is if you're going to be doing any serious photo editing. When it comes to gaming, it is absolutely amazing and really fun to game on this monitor. In general, the larger 35-inch curved screen makes gaming more fun, and with the 3440x1440 resolution, it makes the image quality in games look really sharp and detailed. Then whenever you combine the 100Hz refresh rate with the FreeSync technology, it creates such an incredible, smooth, immersive gaming experience with no screen tearing or screen stuttering. And if you're coming from a 27-inch monitor with a 60Hz refresh rate, this monitor will blow you away with the performance and you're gonna really have fun. Now when it comes to the refresh rate, what's the difference between 100Hz and 144Hz? And will you notice a difference? This all comes down to your personal experience with gaming monitors and how closely you analyze the small details in games. If you're someone that's coming from a 60Hz monitor and you want to improve the performance of your gaming experience and you're not super picky or analyze every single small detail, then the 100Hz will be great for you and provide an enjoyable gaming experience. From my personal experience, I have reviewed many 144Hz monitors and gamed on them too, and I personally enjoyed gaming on this monitor. Because I have a lot of experience with gaming monitors, I could notice a little difference with the refresh rate, but in my opinion, it wasn't enough for me to have any complaints because you do get other features that really stand out, such as the 35-inch curved screen with the high resolution and so forth. Also, one thing to cover, since FreeSync technology now works with NVIDIA graphics card, I tested it out with this monitor and it worked pretty good and I didn't have too many problems. Sometimes the screen would tear or stutter randomly from time to time, but it wasn't something that was consistent or anything to really complain about. And it's not the monitor's fault necessarily, it's because the FreeSync technology working with NVIDIA GPUs is still on the newer side of development and technology. Now when it comes to the HDR technology, it's one of those features that's a bonus to have, but probably not something that really stands out and is a selling point in my opinion. The technology, in my opinion, is just not there yet. It's kind of a hit or miss for games because for some games it brightens the screen and the exposure goes high where the image doesn't look the best. However, with some games, especially darker scenes, it definitely is very impressive because you can see a lot of finer details in the blacks and contrast, and the overall image quality is just really amazing. So it really depends on the game and you just have to test it out with the games you play and see if you like it. Now with everything that I mentioned about this ultra-wide monitor, I'm not saying that this is the absolute best ultra-wide and you should go get this one. What I would suggest is if you find an ultra-wide monitor that has all the high-end specs that you want and it's cheaper, you could go with that one. Or if you're just someone that likes to stick to a specific brand because you have a specific brand mouse, keyboard and everything and you like to just stick with one, then you could find all the high-end specs and just find the monitor in that brand and get that one. But if you're on a budget and you want an ultra-wide monitor and you want to maintain quality and at the same time you want an improvement in your gaming and it's just an all-around ultra-wide gaming monitor, then this BenQ EX3501R is a fantastic option, and for the price it's really reasonable and I think it's a really great deal. Thank you so much guys for watching my video. I really hope it was helpful and pointed in the right direction. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below and I'll be sure to help you guys out. Also guys, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button to help support my channel, and until then I'll see you guys soon. Take care.